Hi guys, it's Lucy, and today you're watching the very first video of my new series, Author Rankings, or something that is better than that, because that kind of sucks. If anyone has any ideas for the series name, please let me know. So I realized I do this thing a lot where I just try and read all the books that certain authors write, and so I decided that whenever I finally finish doing that for that specific author, I'm just going to do a video where I rank all the books that I've read by them, and just like in order, like my least favorite to favorite, and I just thought it'd be a fun idea. But if anyone has a good series name for that, please let me know. I'll give you credit or whatever. Disclaimer being, some of these books I read a couple years ago, so I may not remember exactly what happened or exactly how I felt about them, but I'm not about to go reread all these books, and like I remember the gist of how I feel and what happened. So the first author I'm going to do kick off this series is John Green. I do not consider John Green to be one of my favorite authors. It's kind of weird because he would fit like favorite authors or authors you probably read all their books, and like whenever John Green writes another book, I'm probably gonna read it. I don't know, I don't really consider him to be a favorite, but I am going to rank his books. John Green has written 4 books, four complete novels on his own, and then he has 2 more books that he either wrote in conjunction with someone or like a short story that's part of a greater book. He has like some novellas and stuff that I haven't read, nor do I have any plans to read, so I'm not going to be including those. And so I'm just ranking like his most popular, not his most popular, but like the books that you hear John Green, these are the books that you think of. So we're starting at the bottom and we're gonna go up to number 1. So number 6 is Paper Towns by John Green. These are all by John Green. I don't have to say that. This is my least favorite John Green book. I know a lot of people love Paper Towns, but I'm just not one of them. Paper Towns is about a teenage boy named Quentin, Q for short, who one night his life is changed forever. His childhood friend, Margot Roth Spiegelman, comes to his window and they go on this night adventure where they do all this stuff. And you've probably seen the movie trailer, you know what happens. And yeah, and then she goes missing the next day, and then the whole book is Q trying to find out what happened to Margot, trying to find Margot, and everything. Yeah. I gave this book 3 stars. It was okay. I had a lot of issues with Q and Margot. They spent one night together, and then all of a sudden Q needs to find her, and I just didn't understand. Margot is Manic Pixie Dream Girl Central, and I know it's supposed to be that way, but I wasn't feeling it, and the ending really was the last straw for me. Like, I didn't like the ending at all. In 5th place of John Green's books is Let It Snow. This is a short story collection. I don't want to say anthology because they're all tied together, and overall I gave the book 4 stars. If I just ranked John Green's story in the collection, I would have given it 3.5 stars. I felt it was kind of weak. There was some, like, not sexism, but like, oh, I'm not like other girls in his little story, and I'm not a fan of that. But it was, like, super fluffy and Christmassy, and so I enjoyed it. Coming in at number 4 in my ranking of John Green's books is An Abundance of Katherines. An Abundance of Katherine is about Colin. It so happens that every single one of his previous girlfriends, and he's had 19 apparently, has been named Catherine, and none of them have worked out. Okay, I just had to close my window because apparently all the planes decided to leave today. And then Colin goes on this road trip thing with his friends. Was it more than one friend? I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 friends, but he goes, he meets some other people, and life ensues. This book is in 4th place just because I just didn't think it was that remarkable. It's not super great, not super bad. It's just in the middle, kind of. Well, half middle. It's on the bad end of the middle. I don't know what to say. It's just unremarkable. It was cute. Oh, one part is that Colin is like a prodigy, so that's why he's trying to figure out this equation to find the perfect girlfriend. I liked the math part and like his anagrams. I thought they were fun. A lot of people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it. Number 3 in my ranking of John Green books is Looking for Alaska. Yeah, For many people, this is like their favorite John Green book. I think it was a lot of the hype that makes me like it a little bit less. I enjoyed reading. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I just didn't think it was as amazing as everyone was saying. I gave it 4 stars. I just didn't think it was as good as everyone said. That's it. Number 2 in my ranking of John Green books is Will Grayson and Will Grayson. So this book was co-written with David Levithan. John Green wrote one Will Grayson, and David Levithan wrote the other Will Grayson. This book is about 2 boys, both named Will Grayson, who cross paths and their lives are changed forever. At least I think that's what the synopsis says. I like John Green's side of the story better than David Levithan's, just because I had some weird issues with David Levithan's, but this is a review about David Levithan. It's about John Green. So I really enjoyed the book. I gave it 4 stars. I just thought it was like a really good overall read. There was nothing super bad about it, I thought. I liked it a lot. And coming in at number 1 in my ranking of John Green books is, have you guessed it? There's only one left. So, The Fault in Our Stars. I freaking loved The Fault in Our Stars, okay? I loved it. So, I forgot to mention this when I started talking about Paper Towns, but after I read Paper Towns, I really disliked it, and that was the first book I had ever read. And I had heard that all of his books are the same, which they kind of are a little bit, I feel. So yeah, Paper Towns really turned me off of John Green, and I didn't read him for a while. But then I think the movie was coming out or something, or like I had heard that they were going to make The Fault in Our Stars into a movie. And so I was like, let me give John Green a chance again. So I gave John Green a chance again, and I picked up The Fault in Our Stars, and it was just so good. Like, you don't need to hear me gush about it because so many people have, but I just loved it so much. It was such a tearjerker and everything. I loved the movie. I thought the movie was so good, and I don't know what else to say. You definitely already know what this book is about, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's about this girl called Hazel who has cancer, and she meets this guy at her cancer support group, and it's about them falling in love and how they interact with each other and everything, and it's just so good. If you haven't read it already, I don't know how you went this long without reading it. You should definitely go read it. This concludes my complete ranking of John Green books. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you have a name for this series, I would really appreciate it. Because ranking authors, or maybe author rankings, ranking authors, I don't know. We'll see what happens when I upload this. I'll change the title if someone says one that I really like or something. I don't know when I'm going to be doing another one in this series. It just depends on when I finish authors that I'm reading. You can expect one eventually about David Levithan's books, and definitely Ellen Hopkins' books. Maybe Lori Halsey Anderson's, but it's been a long time since I've read hers, so I don't know. Those are the top 3 authors I can think of that I'm reading all their books. But yeah, you can definitely expect more of these videos because I enjoyed doing this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any opinions about any of these books, or if you think I should have placed some of these books in different positions on the list, then feel free to tell me down below. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you like seeing me talk about books, please feel free to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I continue to talk about books. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!